Does anybody see a pattern emerging? I do. The XPW European Champion, Jonny Storm. But of course, I am the one and only. And Sonjay Dutt, tonight you're going to find out just why I am that damn good, because Jonny Storm is the best thing going today. Jonny Storm! Cheerio. Cheers, mate. Sonjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya. You're looking at the greatest junior heavyweight on the planet today. You are looking at the greatest junior heavyweight of all time. Jonny Storm, I've come to England and I have proved that point. And that crunch, when you put your XPW European Championship on the line, Jonny Storm, I'm going to be the greatest champion of Europe. I am going to be the greatest junior heavyweight that Europe has ever seen. Jonny Storm! Watch out for Sonjay Dutt.
Welcome once again to another episode of FWA TV. As always, I'm your host, John Atkins. This week we will finally get to see it. The feud has been building up, raging throughout the FWA for many weeks and months, and finally, in a last man standing match, Xavier will take on the show stealer, Alex Shane. But before all that, you've just heard from both men, and finally, Jonny Storm, the XPW European Champion, will take on the original player from the Himalayas, Sonjay Dutt. Over to Tony Giles and Nick London.
The following contest is for the XPW European title. Making his way to the ring first.
Here he is, Nick, the man that will challenge Jonny Storm for his XPW European Championship. The original player from the Himalayas, Sonjay Dutt, fresh from a victory in his FWA debut match against James Tyne, the man who was the former #1 contender. Now, Sonjay Dutt's going to be going into this match looking to take that belt back home to America with him.
He's been given this opportunity, this gift, by the XPW European Heavyweight Championship owner, Rob Black. No doubt Rob Black was flicking through the channels and he saw Sonjay Dutt having a strong showing, so he basically called up Dutt, gave him the opportunity, gave him the plane ticket over to England, and he has given us Sonjay Dutt versus Jonny Storm for the XPW European Heavyweight Championship right here tonight.
Making his way to the ring from Holloway, Essex, the one and only Wonder King, Jonny Storm!
And here is my hero, and no doubt a hero to millions, Tony. It's the XPW European Heavyweight Champion, the Wonder Kid, Jonny Storm. I mean, he's fresh off a very strong showing against D'Lo Brown. So you gotta believe that when it comes to competition, he is more than ready for the challenge that Sonjay Dutt is gonna bring right here tonight at the Brockbourne TV Holland. Oh my God!
Nick, straight away, Sonjay Dutt from one corner went vaulting over the opposite corner and manages to take Jonny Storm down before he's even got into the ring. Sonjay Dutt taking the opportunity and taking Storm out while he's on his way to the entrance.
He just absolutely flipped over the corner and just wiped out the Wonder Kid. Such a strong start for the challenger here tonight. And What's Dutt doing now? Oh, come on, Tony. He's got Johnny's coat. He's got Johnny's hat. He should get his hands off Johnny's fine threads.
Well, you know what they say, Nick, imitation is the biggest form of flattery there is, and it looks as though Sonjay Dutt is a huge Johnny Storm fan.
He's a Johnny Storm wannabe, Tony. He has absolutely no right wearing those clothes. They don't even match his pants, quite frankly. But Johnny's going to make him pay for the audacity of nicking his favourite wardrobe.
Johnny Storm tried to take Sonjay Dutt into the ropes, but Sonjay Dutt managed to reverse straight away with a nice spinning heel kick, gaining the advantage straight away in this match.
Clipped him with that wheel kick, Tony. And Johnny's feeling the effect there. You can see him on his chin. He's asking for the handshake. A graceful poke there from the champ.
Johnny Storm sends Sonjay Dutt back into the ropes. Sonjay Dutt managed to reverse and uses the top rope as a springboard, flips himself back onto his feet, takes Johnny Storm down with their clothesline. Johnny Storm is going to have to watch for the thick and fast offense of Sonjay Dutt.
Yeah, Dutt's bringing it quick and fast. I've never seen a man wrestle like a rubber ball like this before. Quick pinfall, but come on. This is the XPW European Champion. It's too early for that, methinks.
Sonjay Dutt now goes in with a knuckle lock on Johnny Storm, keeping him down on the mat. Johnny Storm is getting his shoulders up, but trying to keep him down, trying to keep him grounded on the mat. You know, if he can get a quick pinfall, Nick, then Sonjay Dutt will walk out, obviously, the new XPW European Champion. But it's going to take a lot as we see Johnny Storm brought up onto the top rope and Arabian press himself out of the move. Sonjay Dutt still managing to keep hold of the knuckle lock.
Johnny then managed to find an incredibly scarily agile escape there to the knuckle lock situation, and now it's him with the advantage. Now let's be honest, Tony, a lot of competitors make the mistake. I mean, come on, you can lose a match in only 3 seconds. That's all it takes. 1, 2, 3, and then you've lost. A lot of guys sometimes are waiting for that big move before going for the pinfall. But these two men, very smart, looking for whatever opportunity they can get.
Legs are tied up, and both men using their heads and basically putting all their weight on their heads as they're slapping back and forth. Johnny Storm takes the opportunity, takes the advantage as Sonjay Dutt is still grounded on the mat. Neither man can get the 3 count here at the moment as Johnny Storm goes up. Sonjay Dutt bolts up onto the top rope in a nice springboard maneuver.
Well, Dutt just took him down there. 1, 2, but a kick out by the champion. They were really going to town with that knuckle lock situation, but Dutt sped up the contest. Nice tight arm drag, and Johnny really is in trouble. This match is a meal with the flavourings of a high-impact, high-flying contest, with Sonjay Dutt bringing the X Division seasoning, which he has made him so successful over the pond.
Sonjay Dutt there with a nice, we still keep hold of the wrist lock, with Johnny Storm using his head in a headstand to break out of the manoeuvre, and he does so. Very well done there.
Genius reversal.
Johnny Storm takes the wrist of Sonjay Dutt. As you can see, the crowd clapping in approval. They may not agree with Johnny Storm's tactics, but they do enjoy watching him wrestle.
Well, absolutely. I mean, Johnny Storm has been one of the we're not founding, but he's been a pinnacle member of the Frontier Wrestling Alliance. And look at that, come on. An illegal use of the ropes there to escape the wrist lock. Dutt's got the advantage, but
Sonjay Dutt using the ropes there, illegal or not, Nick, it was a very clever manoeuvre to break out of the hold. Sonjay Dutt now has Johnny Storm grounded once again on the mat with a nice tight armbar on Storm.
Now this will be a nice point to bring up the XPW European title matches. There is no yellow card, there is no red card, okay? It's a straightforward disqualification. This allows the match to be a little more lenient, so no doubt both men will be taking advantage of that. And look at that, Johnny Storm with a beautiful ankle pick variation there, rolls through, nice tight headlock. And I'm surprised, Tony, Johnny Storm usually so quick, yet he's being the slower and the more ground-based of the two competitors here tonight.
Well, that's what it is, Nick. Sonjay Dutt is well known for his high flying, so Johnny Storm thinks, well, you know, I don't want to combat high flying with high flying, so I'll add something different. And he goes with the ground-based offense, but Sonjay Dutt proving his quickness there once again. Nice drop kick takes Johnny Storm down to the mat. Johnny Storm backed up in the corner as Sonjay Dutt goes from one side of the ring to the other. Up and over sends Storm. And Sonjay Dutt with a nice spinning head scissors there takes Johnny Storm down to the outside.
Well, no doubt the momentum has just shifted into the second gear. Well, look at it, Johnny's going for the third, but Johnny out of the way. Graceful poke
Johnny
again.
Storm uses the poke or the rake of the eyes to basically swap this momentum in this match.
Absolutely, why not? And anyway, at the moment,
Sonjay Dutt from out of nowhere, Nick, Nick hits a 619. Jonny Storm thought he had the upper hand, thought he was in control. In the blink of an eye, Sonjay Dutt is back in control.
See that? He just swung around and completely clocked the champion here tonight. And Dutt now just wailing away on the champion and throws him back into the ring, because after all, he's got to get the pinfall, or submission for that matter, in the centre of the ring if he wants to leave with the championship. But Jonny Storm caught him off of the pass there, and he got hung up like unwanted washed linen.
Jonny Storm saw that Sonjay Dutt was maybe going for a springboard drop kick or something, and basically used the advantage to drop kick.
Oh, Jonny, you beautiful, beautiful man. That was fantastic. Pinfall, but Dutt was able to kick out.
Nicely done there, Dutt hanging up from the inside and the top rope, and basically Jonny Storm springboarded, moonsault, caught Sonjay Dutt, took him down. Sonjay Dutt did kick out Nick, but he was very dangerously close to the ropes as well. So I believe that the match wouldn't have been over there even if Jonny Storm had hit that move perfectly.
Well, you know, this is me, this is my view, this is my opinion, but I reckon Jonny Storm is letting Dutt here know where he stands in the European pecking order. Jonny Storm, whether you like it or not, Tim, Jonny Storm is number one as long as he's got that belt on. He's held that title since its very inception, and he's waited off every challenger that has ever come after him, and Dutt's going to be no different. And now he's going for it.
Here we go for
Fantastic
it, Nick.
fall.
Jonny Storm sends Dutt into the corner and hits off with the fantastic four. Goes with the knee off the ropes and hits the enziguri and takes Sonjay Dutt down. Now the fantastic four is usually the setup, Nick. Where does he like to go from here? He likes to go for the Wonder World. Sonjay Dutt backing himself into the corner. I gotta believe that Sonjay Dutt has done his homework and does not want to feel the Wonder World.
Well, Johnny's signalling for the Wonder World, but Storm sees that Dutt has gone to the safety of the corner, near the ropes, near the ground, and if he's near the ground, Storm's not going to be able to hook him up and drive him to the mat for the finish. But it looks like Storm's got other plans.
Jonny Storm holding on to the ankles of Sonjay Dutt, but Sonjay Dutt flips up, lands on his feet, goes through the legs of Jonny Storm, up and over, takes him down with a nice Hurricane Rana as he runs springboard, second rope, moonsault, but Jonny Storm gets the knees up at the last instant and hits all of the impact onto Sonjay Dutt's abdomen area. Nick, Jonny Storm using his head.
You know, Dutt's used to competing in the TNA X division, and you saw a great preview of it there. Fast flurry of moves. He was going 100 miles an hour, but going at 100 miles an hour, he had that head-on collision with Jonny Storm's knee. And now Jonny Storm, he's just slowed down the momentum, taken the pace straight from the lap of Dutt, and has taken advantage, and he throws the challenger unceremoniously, I might add, to the outside.
Now what I can't understand, Nick, Jonny Storm has sent Dutt crashing to the outside, but why doesn't he bring him back in? Why doesn't he go for the all-important 3 count? Jonny Storm just seems to be posing for no reason.
Well, let's not forget the championship advantage here, Tony. Jonny Storm can win on a pinfall, submission, disqualification, or what he might be trying here is a count out. It's only Dutt who's got to win by pinfall or submission to leave with the title.
Jonny Storm sent crashing into the guardrail there, Nick, and Jonny Storm, Sonjay Dutt, Jonny Storm just sends him up and over, and Dutt crashes head first into the steel lighting rig there that we can see on the screen. I mean, I can't believe that, Nick. His head connected with steel. Surely, if Jonny Storm is looking for a count out, this is where he's going to get it.
And Storm through the ropes, and that was just a grisly collision right there, Tony. Both men look out of it now.
I can't believe it, Nick. Just when I thought Jonny Storm was going to bring Dutt in, go for the 3 count, Storm dives through the ropes, hits the DDT. Both men are now down. Referee Andy Coulden is issuing the 20 count. If it's a double count out, Jonny Storm will retain his title. But you've got to believe that Sonjay Dutt does not want to end this match on a count out.
Well, the thing is that Storm now, first one to his feet, he's dragging up Dutt, and it looks like he might be bringing him to the ring. He's looking at it, and he is bringing the challenger back to the ring. Because maybe, Tony, maybe somewhere deep down in the dark depravity of Johnny's soul, there is still a sportsman there.
Only a 2 count, Nick. Dutt manages to kick out. But this now is the time, Nick, that I truly believe that if Jonny Storm is going to win this match, he needs to get on the case of Sonjay Dutt.
It's going to be the next few moments.
Start hitting some of those quick power moves we've seen Jonny do before and see him walk out the victor. Jonny Storm with a nice high knee there. Dutt down on one knee. Storm picks him up and he goes Nice Michinoku driver. Drives him down into the mat. And again, Nick, he jumps up and poses and panders to the fans when he should be going in.
You know, you want to be a little cautious, Tony. Okay, you're not a wrestler. Okay, for all we know, Johnny Storm might be looking at a different angle of this contest. Maybe he doesn't believe he's ready, or maybe he's trying to break him down emotionally. Such a phenomenal champion. He's trying to make a statement.
Sonjay Dutt with a nice clothesline there takes Johnny Storm to the outside of the ring area.
Nice!
Sonjay Dutt, nicely done. Springboard, second rope drop kick takes Johnny Storm down to the outside.
It just scares me. Dutt gets the momentum going and he's once getting advantage. And a tope dive off the ropes. My Lord Tony.
Sonjay Dutt is pulling it all out here, Nick. Sonjay Dutt wants to leave the XPW European Champion. Johnny Storm well and truly has met his match in the FWA.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I've never seen Johnny Storm try and play a match as safe as I've seen him do tonight. I mean, like we said, he's been trying to keep it nice and slow because after all, Dutt, as I said before, 100 miles an hour, quick offense. And what is he doing here? Off the ropes, knee to the face, picks him up, off the knees again. The clothesline was done. Storm's being caught, swings him around. What is going on?
Oh my Lord, Nick, we've seen it. It's the cow cutter. What? Sonjay Dutt managed to hit it, but Johnny Storm kicked out at the last second of the two.
Cutter.
That's right, Nick. It's one of Sonjay Dutt's signature moves. If he hits more offense like that, the quick flurry of moves, it will take Johnny Storm out of his game. It will daze Johnny Storm enough for Sonjay Dutt to get the 3 count. Sonjay Dutt there with a nice satellite spinning tornado DDT takes Johnny Storm down into the corner as Dutt now goes in for the cover.
Kick out, Johnny!
Oh, Johnny Storm too close to the ropes, Nick. Too close to the ropes. It just goes to show that Johnny Storm is using his ring awareness to know where he is at all time, know he's close to the ropes. So instead of wasting energy on kicking out, he just reaches over and grabs the rope. Smart wrestling.
Oh, I don't like this. Dutt's signaling for something. I mean, he's going to the top rope. I mean, what could we see from here?
This is where Sonjay Dutt usually likes to hit off the Phoenix Splash, Nick, but Johnny Storm quickly to his feet is mounting the ropes behind
We
Sonjay
have
Dutt.
seen this before.
This is not going to be good, Nick, for Sonjay Dutt. If Johnny Storm hits his springboard Hurricane Rana from the second row.
He just Bombay potatoed him with that move right there, Tony. And now Storm, he hit it. He hit that big, scary maneuver. And you've got to believe he's moments away of pinning Dutt's shoulders 1, 2, 3 to the mat. But first he's got to crawl over there.
To coin a phrase, Nick, Johnny Storm had Sonjay Dutt folded up like an accordion as he goes in for the pinfall. No! At the last second, excellent. Sonjay Dutt manages to kick out. Nick, but I tell you this, any more moves like that, and Sonjay Dutt is going to be out of this contest.
Absolutely. I mean, how many times can you fall from the top rope backwards and land on the back of your head like that? Not often. I can assure you. He may be a X Division international uber star, but let's be honest, Dutt's still human, and Johnny's going to crush his mortality like an egg.
Johnny Storm set Sonjay Dutt up onto the top turnbuckle. It would appear that Sonjay Dutt did get the upper hand there, shoving Johnny Storm up. Johnny Storm down, and Sonjay Dutt from the top rope walked along ropes, hit a perfect elbow. Only managed to get the 2 count, Nick, but my word, Sonjay Dutt still has so much more to do in this match. He is firing up. He is not ready to let this match go down.
You know, I'm fantastically pleased that Johnny kicked out. The elbow just cracked straight in the middle of the sternum, but now he looks like he's setting up for something. He's got a wrist lock, perhaps a back suplex. Oh, Johnny escapes. Gracefully done. Into the ropes, but he just can't get Dutt. But nah, there he is. He's going to take him on top. He's going to take him for a ride.
Johnny
one more
Storm
time.
has perched Sonjay Dutt up on that top rope again, Nick, and if he's thinking about going for another reverse Hurricane Rana from the top rope, it could well and truly be all over for Dutt as Johnny Storm is in the right position. Johnny Storm, he hits it again, no! But Sonjay Dutt manages to land on his feet. Johnny Storm
How did he do that?
No idea, Nick. Sonjay Dutt lands on his feet, goes for the reversal, goes into the pin. No! It's the one!
Yes!
Two! No! Two near falls there. Wow, Nick, I am completely lost for words. Johnny Storm is perched. Sonjay Dutt on the top rope. Nick, I've never seen anything this fast-paced in the FWA.
Storm needs to stop pillicking about and finish off this contest and dot off the ropes. He landed on his feet, but he wiped out the ref rope.
Sonjay Dutt looked like Johnny Storm was going for a top rope superplex.
What the hell is that?
Sonjay Dutt inadvertently knocked the referee out. Sonjay Dutt hits the muscle buster on Johnny Storm. He's setting him up in position now. If he hits it now, Nick, if he goes for that Phoenix Splash, it's all over for Johnny Storm. We will be crowning an XPW European Champion as he sets up and he hits it perfectly. The Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
Counting,
It's
Tony.
all over.
No ref. Come and kick out, John.
No. The referee came to at the last second. But
Storm slipped out at free.
He got out there. I thought it was all over. I honestly believed that we were going to crown a new champion.
Well, Johnny Storm looks like he's going into the briefcase for something. If he's got a trick up his sleeve, he needs to bring it out now.
Johnny Storm with the powder, Nick. Johnny Storm with the powder to the eyes.
Roll up. Where's the ref?
The referee still...
Nice.
Head referee Steve Linsky's come from out of nowhere, but he's not the assigned referee in this match. He just booed the other referee out of the ring.
Well, that's
He's
his
not
way of
the
making
man
it
in
official.
charge.
He's the head referee, Tony.
Does that mean he can come into the match and
Yes,
do
it
whatever
does
he likes?
actually.
Sonjay Dutt
He's
is
coming
now...
in. He's taking over responsibility.
Dutt is going to be fighting an uphill battle from here on in, Nick, as Johnny Storm's getting his brief. Why does Johnny Storm need his briefcase in this match? Sonjay Dutt still got powder in his eyes, but Sonjay Dutt with a nice drop toe hold there. Johnny's plan backfired. Sonjay Dutt in control. It's yellow card. It don't mean anything, Nick.
Justice. It means justice,
It doesn't
Tony.
mean anything in this match.
Well,
It doesn't. Sonjay Dutt spits on the card, throws it away, and a standing shooting star press. 1, 2, 3. It's all up.
No, it's not. Storm is hanging on by a thread. Admittedly by a thread, but he's still hanging on, Tony. He has a heart as big as Europe itself.
Sonjay Dutt has already won this match at least twice, in my opinion, Nick. Sonjay Dutt springs off the ropes. Johnny Storm is caught him.
The wall!
On the briefcase as the referee just happens to be inadvertently looking. He's tying his shoelace up.
Well, absolutely. 2, 3. Beautiful.
Hey, Sonjay Dutt has been robbed right here in Bronxville. Sonjay Dutt should be the new European champion. Sonjay Dutt was fighting 2 men at the end of this match. I'm outraged at the actions of
calm
Steve
down.
Linsky and Johnny Storm.
Do you want a Horlicks or something, buddy? Bloody hell. I mean, look at this situation. Steve Linsky's laces were untied. That's a death trap in that ring, all right? If Dutt or Storm had tripped over on Linsky's shoelaces, they could have sued the company and you could kiss your pay packet goodbye. All you need to know, let's look on the bright side. Johnny Storm is still the XPW European Heavyweight Champion, and that's a good enough reason for me to go for a drink tonight.
You see, it all comes down to this. D'Lo Brown faces the man, the FWA Heavyweight Champion Doug Williams. The actors. You want to go out there and you want to proclaim yourself to be a champ? Well, champ, I gotta tell you this. The reason I came from my luxurious palace in West Palm Beach, Florida, the reason I came to England was to take that belt, take that championship back over to the United States. Doug Williams, partner, your days, your nights as champion are numbered. Because now it's time for the real deal, D'Lo Brown, to be the FWA Heavyweight Champion. Doug Williams, partner, are you down with the Brown?
FWA.
If you want to keep bang up to date with the latest news and events in the FWA, be sure to visit our online home at www.frontierwrestling.com.
Suicide dive over the corner turnbuckle and he stands up
Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for the match you've been waiting for many weeks and months. In just a few short months, the show stealer, Alex Shane, will take on Jack Xavier in a last man standing match. But before we go to that contest, let's take a look at the FWA's first ever last man standing bout, held between the show stealer Alex Shane himself and Guy Thunder over 2 years ago at the Broxbourne Civic Hall. Shane was in dire straits until he was finally able to blindside an airborne Thunder with a chair and take control of the match. Thunder, however, swung the momentum back in his favour with his trademark Thunder Strike spear through the ropes and a chair of his own. A further spear through a table looked to have the match in the bag for Thunder, but the show stealer was able to beat the 10 count, and it was only Drew McDonald's interference behind the referee's back that handed Thunder the victory. You can be sure that both Alex Shane and Jack Xavier have watched this match many times over in preparation for tonight's contest.
It's the FWA live in July. On the 25th, it's Vendetta at the Broxbourne Civic Centre. Then on the 31st, in association with WrestlingX.com, we return to the Dome in Morecambe. These events will be taped for future broadcast on the Wrestling Channel, so call the box office number on your screen now or visit FrontierWrestling.com for more details. FWA Live, there's nothing like it. FWA.
What's the difference?
Introducing first.
This is going to be, Nick, without a shadow of a doubt, the toughest match that Jack Xavier has ever been in his FWA career. A last man standing match with the managing director, the show stealer, Alex Shane.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the last time we had a last man standing contest, again, Alex Shane was in that match and he was against his then former friend, Guy Thunder, and it was absolutely devastating, absolutely scary to watch. And I bet you this, Tony, everyone in the back will be around the monitors to watch this contest.
As you say, Nick, Alex Shane and Guy Thunder, former tag team partners, but their rivalry come to a head in a last man standing match. One of the most brutal encounters we've seen in the FWA. Nick, that was anything to go by. Tonight's is going to be just as violent.
Well, there you go, straight away an advantage for Alex Shane. He's going to be entering this contest with experience of what is expected of him in a last man standing contest, but no doubt he will pay for it. I mean, the last time he was in that contest, did you see it? His whole face was swollen black and blue from the unforgiving chair shots that he received. And in tonight, I believe it's going to be Jack Xavier who will be leaving swollen, bloody and bruised.
As you said, Nick, Alex Shane does have the advantage going into this match because he's been in a last man standing match before. But you have to believe that Jack Xavier has been studying that.
Whoa! Straight off the bat!
I mean, you hear the referee ringing the bell, but straight away Alex Shane's henchmen, I guess you call them, they're coming in trying to aid the show stealer. But straight away, straight from the get-go, Jack Xavier takes the show stealer out.
Oh
Fantastic.
my God, Tony. Alex Shane, I mean, it's like a ghost is coming to haunt him. He wanted Jack Xavier to be more aggressive. He wanted Jack Xavier to bring the fire, and straight off the bat, steel chair. The show stealer's already bleeding.
The show stealer's already bleeding, and the fire and intensity is from Jack Xavier is like nothing I have ever seen before. Roaring elbow takes the show stealer down. Look at the look in Jack's eyes. He is absolutely deranged.
He looks like an angry pit bull. He is bringing it it all and a bit more too. And he just clotheslined the managing director of the FWA straight over the top rope.
You know, Nick, as much as this is a war between Alex Shane and Jack Xavier is going to have to use his head for a bit and think he needs to get Alex Shane to stay down for that 10 count. Jack Xavier up onto the top rope, goes with the front flip, wipes out Alex Shane, his entourage and himself. Jack Xavier at the moment is showing no regard for his body, but he needs to, Nick, because he needs to get that all-important 10 count and make the show stealer stay down.
This is absolutely scary, Tony. I mean, Jack Xavier already has just wiped out Alex Shane and his entire security detail, whether it was with that chair shot or that suicide flip off the top rope. And now it's like, again, trying to fight it off with the security. This will give Alex Shane time to recover, but Alex Shane managed to throw one into the other, and now Jack is going to go to the back to try and hunt his opponent down.
It's the numbers game, Nick. Alex Shane just has too many men for Jack Xavier to take on at once. But Jack Xavier is fired up like I've never seen him before, and he won't let Alex Shane go. He's firing up wherever he is. Alex Shane does have Jack Xavier now, though. Jack Xavier looks like he's going for a backslide. Jackliner with a jackliner onto the stage, Nick. Alex Shane, face first, eating floor.
Oh my goodness, that was a sickening blow that Alex Shane just had square in the face. I'll be surprised if he hasn't broken his nose after this one. But both men are feeling it. Jack is also down. He might have hit the jackliner, but he might have cracked the back of his own head on that move there.
Nick, I mean, last man standing match, it's a 10 count. It can happen anywhere. Jack Xavier can take Alex Shane outside of the ring, take him down onto the, on the staging area, get his 10 count and walk out the victor. But I cannot believe the rage I am seeing from Jack Xavier. Oh my word, Nick! Alex Shane up and crashing down again. This Jack Xavier is the one to lead the FWA.
I'm not quite sure what the hell I saw, but it was devastating. Look, I've never seen anyone take it to a show stealer like this before.
You know, we've all seen the first last man standing match, but it was nothing like this. I mean, that was brutality, but Jack Xavier isn't giving the show stealer an inch. He is doing everything he can to inflict as much pain, punishment and damage on Alex Shane as he possibly can.
This is what horrifies me, is the fact that this is what Alex Shane wanted. He wanted Jack Xavier to be his most aggressive, to be the best in the FWA, and now Alex Shane is being pummeled by the bad man from Birmingham.
I think Alex Shane's plan has backfired on him here, Nick. He was saying he wanted Jack Xavier to fire up. He wanted him to hit back. Well, I'm pretty darn sure that Alex Shane does not want this Jack Xavier to hit him back.
I mean, they're fighting everywhere. They fought in the ring, they fought at ringside, they fought on top of the staging on the other side of the arena. Now they're fighting within the fans, and there's nothing that ref Steve Linsky can do, and this doesn't look good. We've seen people fall off this before, and it's never a good way for a match to go.
Jack Xavier firing back. I mean, if this is anything we've seen from Jack Xavier, maybe he's going to try and throw the show stealer down onto the concrete below.
They're just going all over the place, Tony. They're punching back and forth, and it's Jack Xavier still with the advantage. They've gone firing huge forearms.
They've gone from one stick. Oh my word! They went from one side to the other. Jack Xavier still firing back, but Alex Shane from out of nowhere hip tosses Jack Xavier at least 15 feet down to the floor below.
I've got to tell you, I mean, Jack Xavier was just constantly coming to Alex. He kept coming to him, and finally Alex Shane managed to throw him off the bleachers to the floor, the unprotected floor, and this is the break that Alex Shane needed. If Jack Xavier isn't down for the 10 count after this, I don't know what's going to do it.
Most definitely, Nick. This could be it. This could be the turning point that Alex Shane needed in this match. He was just getting pummeled from pillar to post, but you take a 15-foot drop from a hip toss off some bleachers, it will definitely change the tide in any match.
Well, as you know, I'm a big fan of the show stealer, but I'm very confused as to why he's just picked up his opponent tonight. Is it because he wants the win in the centre of the ring?
It could well be, Nick, though nothing makes a statement like getting someone to, submit to get the 3 count, so they can't answer the standing 10 count inside that squared circle. Alex Shane now with a nice greetings from Finsbury Park, Nick. It's that neck breaker we've seen him use a few times. Referee Steve Linsky is now going in with a 10 count.
Well, if Jack can get up, and I don't think he will, he may have a slim chance, but it's still a slim one. And there's Alex Shane telling Xavier, stay down for your own sake, Jack. You want no more part of this.
Jack Xavier is fighting back up, but Alex Shane is right there, ready, willing and able, as he goes in with a check-up from the neck up, and he,
Oh my word!
on the top of his head, Nick, the very top of his head, Alex Shane sends Xavier down to the mat.
I've never seen that version of the move before. He just dropped Jack Xavier clean on the top of his head with such intensity, with such rage and fury. And Alex Shane doesn't want Jack to get up anymore.
And for the second time, Alex Shane has taken Jack Xavier, and the 10 count has been given, but Jack Xavier has both times answered the call, as now we see referee Steve Linsky going in the 3rd time, trying to get that 10.
Alex Shane just keeps booting down Jack Xavier, and he just keeps getting up. And now the show stealer is getting desperate. He's bringing back that chair that, for the record, Jack Xavier brought into the match in the first place, Tony.
Alex Shane is winding back now with that chair. He's just got punishment on his mind for Jack Xavier, especially the way Jack reacted in the first half.
Oh my goodness! That was sickening!
That has to be it. Alex Shane ordering the referee to count to 10. This is it.
This is it. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, will be the show stealer, Alex Shane. I mean, that chair looked battered as it was after Jack's flurry, but now the chair just looks like a car wreck, quite frankly. And Alex Shane telling Linsky, count down to 10, but he can't believe it. Jack's moving.
Jack Xavier is moving, and he is slowly getting to his feet, Nick, slowly. Oh! It looked like he almost took his head off. That looked like he broke Jack Xavier's neck clean in half.
If this was cricket, that would be a 6. That was horrible.
He cannot possibly get up from that chair shot. This has to be it.
No, not even I want to see Jack Xavier punished anymore. This is... Alex Shane is just telling Jack, finally, just stay down. But you can see the exasperation on his face. Jack is too stupid to stay down.
And for a 3rd time, Alex Shane uses the chair. Look at how angry the show stealer is. I have never seen him this angry in the FWA.
He's turning bright red and he's got veins popping out of his neck. He is enraged and he just can't win.
He just can't win because the fight in Jack Xavier will not let him stay down, Nick. Jack Xavier has too much pride. He will not stay down. As angry as Alex Shane gets, Jack Xavier, I believe, will still keep getting up. A stiff forearm shot there takes Xavier down once again.
Well, again, he's just taking down Jack Xavier. If you ask me, you put it down to Jack Xavier being brave. But in actuality, I believe Xavier is being stupid. Why won't he just stay down? If he stays down, he won't receive any more punishments.
Jack Xavier grimacing in pain. He has got to be in an inordinate amount of pain right now. You saw those 3 of the stiffest chair shots I have ever seen. Jack Xavier is bleeding from the forehead. He's got a dazed look on his face.
Oh,
he's still getting up.
God, no! He's on his feet, Tony, again!
Alex Shane back to ring. But Alex Shane now is setting Jack Xavier up. He's got him choking on the ropes. But Alex Shane has got his henchman, Nick, and his henchman have set up a table. This is not going to be good for Jack Xavier. 3 chair shots, and they bring a table into play. Alex Shane is set on destroying Jack Xavier.
We know Alex Shane is capable of this. We have seen him drive men through tables using the one-night stand off the top rope before.
But Jack Xavier's
fighting out.
Xavier is fighting back, Nick, fighting back with all that he has. We've seen Alex Shane, he likes to put people through the table from the one night stand. Xavier was going for the DDT, but Alex Shane managed to block it and crush Jack Xavier on the top rope. Alex Shane with a punch, taking Jack Xavier back into the outside. As much as Jack Xavier is dazed and out of it, Alex Shane is also seeming to be out on his feet.
Well, Alex Shane seems dazed, but Jack Xavier is just in trouble, and he's going to get suplexed through the table. Jack desperate holds on, but is it all for naught?
Jack Xavier is firing back, goes with the roaring elbow, winds himself off the ropes and hits
FWA Tony!
He hit the Thunder Strike, the very same move that Guy Thunder used in the very first Last Man Standing match. Both men crashing through the table.
Oh, both men just cracked the back of their heads on the railing. What else can you do, Tony? What else can you do to win a last man standing contest? Jack Xavier went off the ropes, through the ropes with that thunder spear, as you called it, through the table, and more importantly, into that railing, and the eyes of Alex Shane look glazed over now.
I can't see how either one of them is going to be able to answer the 10 count in, but Alex Shane is slowly making it to his feet, as is Jack Xavier. Both men are back inside this ring. This war is obviously escalated to a point that needs to be ended. It needs to end right here. Jack Xavier fighting back, some blows to the stomach, some forearms to the face. Jack Xavier is not through with the show stealer yet.
Alex Shane suffering from the effects of the table. However, reverses double choke bomb.
He hits the choke bomb and the back crashing down on the mat. But Alex Shane, it took something out of him as well. As Alex Shane's entourage look on, referee Steve Linsky is issuing a double 10 count.
Both men are banged up bad, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a draw. There are some faint signs of life from Alex Shane. However, that might not mean anything, but the show stealer struggling to get to his feet, just like Jack Xavier. And Alex Shane, he's just got to his feet.
Alex Shane is counting along with the referee. But Jack Xavier uses the Nipsaguri from out of nowhere. Jack Xavier nipped up, back of the head. Alex Shane taken all the way down. It's on an even playing field now, Nick. Both men are down. Alex Shane thought he had won, but it's all been even and we are back to square one. Both men are down.
Jack Xavier really dug in deep there, really took the last of his reserves to power up for that Nipsaguri to clock Alex Shane in the back of the head. Who's going to get to their feet first, Tony? Because whoever does will no doubt the advantage, and he's
Jack Xavier is up and he is signalling for the very end. Are we going to see the rolling release X-Plex? Will it take Alex Shane out?
No, he's going for the Xavier, but Alex Shane, with a beautiful, graceful testicle shot. And now, one night stand.
Alex Shane after the testicle shot, so he has hit the one night stand. I can't see Jack Xavier possibly getting up from this, Nick. I just cannot see it.
If this match were to end with a pinfall, you gotta believe it'd be 1, 2, 3, show. But no, it's last man standing. But will the one night stand be enough, considering what offense they've taken already in this contest?
Alex Shane using the ropes to help himself up, but the referee is backing him into the corner because Alex Shane was getting into the face. Hey, Branson in the ring using the All England title, takes Jack Xavier down there.
Linsky didn't see it. This is eerily reminiscent of the last man standing.
Nick, I cannot believe it through the interference of Hayden Branson. Alex Shane has won this match, but look at the look on Shane's face. This is not the face of a winner, Nick. This is the face of a man who knows he was beaten.
This is the face of the man who happens to be your boss, so I'll remind you about that. All you need to know, show stealer Alex Shane has won, maybe through hook or crook. I mean, Hayden Branson just came out of nowhere and with the All England title, which he won recently, just smacked Jack Xavier in the face when the referee was looking. Jack was not able to answer the 10 count. Alex Shane's finally settled it. He's won this war, Tony.
Nick, I think it's, very prophetic that Hayden Branson helped Alex Shane. Hayden Branson said he had friends in higher places, and it doesn't get any higher than the MD, Alex Shane.
Fans, that about wraps things up for this week, but I've just got time to tell you about your next opportunity to see the FWA live and in person this Sunday, July the 25th at the Broxbourne Civic Hall for FWA Vendetta 2004. Here's a sneak peek of the action to come.
Something